not ready. Wait. Perfect.
Last row Indians is it?
Oh shit.
That's right, as soon as it goes.
Now everyone's gonna look at me. Everyone's gonna pay attention to me. Someone's sitting by me soon. Yeah, there you go. You sneaking? Oh, I'm becoming me. Same thing. Sinking in. Move over?
I think I have the brown out. We gotta get them in though.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, we're gonna go live here in a little bit. We're just getting situated, letting it build up a little bit.
Yeah, we could stand. Let us stand, actually. Or no, because we won't be seen.
Back all the way up to the wall. Yeah. Somehow Tom weaseled me out. Hey, bro.
See, you got...
Yeah, everyone stand. No, just squeeze in, bro. Alright. Humble ways. Jeez, look at that guy's like.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, start with a song.
Song. Alright, then go ahead. Chase, you want to start off the song?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
We wanted to come together to provide a live update because there's a lot of rumors going around out there on the internet. There's a lot of fear going around out there. There's a lot of confusion. People thinking that the tribe is going to prevent others from coming to camp. People thinking that the Army Corps is going to flood the camp. Today, one of the sacred fires was extinguished by those who started that fire. But whenever something like that happens, an end always signals a new beginning, and a new day is dawning here at All Nations Camp. People are confused, thinking that others are leaving the camp. Some are, but the winter is harsh here. And with a harsh winter comes a great cleansing. It's hard, it's very, very tough here. But everybody you see in this video, everybody at what is now the All Nations Camp, formerly the Ocheti Shakomi Camp, there's still about 1,000 people here. There's people at the Horn. There's people at Haudenosaunee Camp. Every other camp that's north of the Cannonball River on 1851 and 1868 treaty territory. There's about 1,000 people at Sacred Stone Camp. There's about 300 people at Rosebud Camp. And there's millions of people around the world who've showed us their love. And we're here today to say on this night that who are we to abandon our struggle? Who are we to forsake our ancestors' sacrifices? Who are we to forsake the 550 people who've been arrested? Who are we to forsake those who've been shot with rubber bullets, those who've had their limbs blown open by law enforcement explosives? Who are we to forsake those who've had their lives put in immediate risk by the water cannons in sub-freezing temperatures? Who are we not to stand up for our treaty rights, our human rights, our civil rights, and our constitutional rights, which are being brutally violated by the corporate state, by the police state? This isn't just a fight for our liberation. And the fight for our liberation is enough on its own. But this is a fight for your constitutional rights, your human rights. This is a fight for a true, dignified life. What you're asking us to do when you ask us to leave is you're asking us to return to a state of imposed poverty. You're asking us to return to a state of oppression, legal, economic, and political oppression that's 500 years in the making. But we are also a new generation with the tools, the mind, the strength, the fortitude, and the dignity to dissect the institutions that this society has used to erase us, to try to make us feel ashamed of ourselves, and to try to disconnect us from our connections with the land, with the water. That's why we can't leave. What's happening here is an international monument, an international prayer monument, a living monument that lives in each and every one of us, within which a sacred motion is at work. In every molecule of water on this earth, what we are saying is that we can't live like this anymore. And everybody who's here, everybody who has committed themselves to this struggle, is here in love and compassion, bravery, and we are answering to our spiritual nature. There's nothing to fear from us. We are not violent and we are unarmed. And because of that, we are stronger than any weapon, any bomb, any institution which seeks to brutalize our struggle. We will win this. This is how we win a peaceful revolution. But peace is not passive. Brothers and sisters, peace does not back down. Peace is power. And what you see here in this whole camp is power. The power to connect with each other and rely on each other. Everybody out here is working hard every single day to make sure that our people who have sacrificed for our clean water rights and our treaty rights and our constitutional rights is provided for. We're not trying to blame anyone. We're not trying to badmouth anybody. But what we're saying is we're here, we're committed, and we're going to carry on the struggle. And there are thousands of us with you right now at camp. So don't believe all the rumors, all the fear, and the confusion that exists in our minds on the internet. Because everybody here is pretty much unaware of all of that fear and confusion. Everybody here is committed. And our world is blessed for their bravery. What people don't realize is they're coming for our rights right now, but they're coming for all of your rights next. Everybody here is committed to withstand whatever happens when Trump takes office. He's threatening to privatize tribal nations. We have to be prepared for that. And we are prepared. So I wanted to send this message out because I get a lot of messages. Everybody in here is a leader in their own right, and they're getting messages. Should we come? Should we stay? Should we go? What's going to happen? This, that, the other thing. Well, I'm here to tell you, everybody here is here to tell you that we got this. If we stick together and we stay strong and we learn to rely on each other, then we got this. But we're coming through centuries of colonization, devaluing our worldview, debasing our leadership structures, destroying the role of our warriors and the roles of our women, and we're trying to take that back. So we just wanted to share this message with you. I wanted to say those first few words. Thank you for everybody tuning in. And we have a couple other brothers and sisters who want to share something, so we're going to give them that space. Thank you.
Matakapi, Chante Washte na Pechu Yuzapalo, Wakil Luzahan, Machapalo. My Navajo name is Latani means. I've been here, since the first day construction started. The longest I've been away was a couple weeks. In that time, I've seen a lot of things, a lot of beauty, a lot of growth, a lot of compassion, a lot of action, and I think we need to continue that. Sitting here, and it's kind of a beautiful, what would you say, a beautiful transition from one fire going out to the next one being lit, because everyone in this camp is dedicated to watching that pipeline die. I myself been through a lot of people in here too. They've witnessed a lot of trauma on the front, watching the treaty camp be overrun, graves being overturned, arrests, indictments, warrants being issued, federal warrants, felonies. We're still here. We're still here. I don't like to talk about my name a lot. But I come from one of the greatest leaders, and I've got to watch him move. I got to watch him in action. And he stressed treaty rights through and through, to the point where he would get stopped for a speeding ticket and try to take it to the Supreme Court for his treaty rights. That's what the fight was based off of here. And we can't abandon that fact, because what kind of strength does that show? You bring everybody here and you make them believe that treaty rights we're fighting for those treaty rights. They should be honored. Honor the treaties. And then we've abandoned that. Just like the treaty camp. I'm not going to abandon that. We're not going to abandon that. Everyone in this camp is dedicated to watching the U.S. government honor the treaties. This place is a place for no fear. You can't have fear here. You can't have fear on the front. You can't have fear when you go into those banks and help them, or push for divestment of NoDAPL. You can't show any fear. We understand that. We hope you do too. And if you're still thinking about coming up, we want you to understand that, and to know that you're gonna be in harsh winters. People here are living in harsh realities, and negative degree weather, and it's hard. It's hard. but we're dedicated to this. And I want them to honor the treaty. So I'm staking down on this land, on our treaty land, because this is my home. This is where I come from all the way back to creation. And these allied nations, this isn't just about our fight. This is all of us, man. Imagine if we don't win. What does that say? How is that going to be spread out when Trump gets in office? We're all going to be in for a fight. And right now is the time to step it up. Not backing down. Wow,
Hello, my relatives. My name is Isha Hofer. I'm from Nevada, Paiute, Shoshone, Creek, and Seminole. And I've been here since October. I've been here. I've seen many things. I've seen a lot of prayers here. I've seen a lot of our tribal people, our tribal nations, our brothers and sisters come and go, you know, but they've lent support. They brought supplies, you know, they brought their prayers, they brought their songs, you know, they brought their relatives, you know, they shared the world what's going on here at camp, you know, so it's important that we stick together in this as one nation, as one mind, as one prayer, as one heart, you know, and we continue on with this fight, you know, and you know, I'd just like to pray for all our brothers here, you know, the ones that are here around me, surrounded with me, our sisters here that are surrounded with me, you know, and it's important that we keep our younger generation alive. You know, this is our generation, you know, this is our time to fight for our Mother Earth, you know, our grandma, you know, she's hurting, you know, and it's important that we get this snake out of here, you know, and continue on. And as a Paiute, you know, I come from the land of Avoca, home of the ghost dance, you know, and to have that, my brother here, who's with me at the One Nation camp, he is a descendant of Avoca. So we brought our prayers here, just like in the 1890s, you know, we brought all our prayers here, and it's just what Avoca's dream was, is that, you know, if we all stick together and we all pray with each other, you know, and we keep our prayers strong, that our relatives will come back, you know, from the dead, and, you know, and protect us, you know, and that's what's happening now. You know, I have brothers from all over walks of life here who I never thought I would be here today, sitting with them, talking with them, praying with them, laughing, singing, you know, all these things that are prayers. So it's important that you guys can still support people here at camp, your relatives here, your friends, your loved ones, who are still sacrificing in this minus 15-degree weather. You know, we're hunkered down and we're here to survive. We're here to live, you know. And like I always say, we're here to pray. So with that, you know, I'd like to thank everybody for watching these live feeds from the very beginning. All these videos that's showing the world what the Dakota Access Pipeline is doing to this land, you know. And I'm here to support my brothers here who are from here, you know, the Horse Nation people, you know. And with that, you know, we're going to keep continuing to pray. I hope.
Hello, relatives. My name is Anton Edwards. I come from the Omaha and Lakota people, and I came up here in October, and it was after that action where they lined up on that bridge, and they pulled people out of sweat, and they did all those things, and I saw my brother Natani up there on videos, and as soon as I saw it, I came up here. I packed the car, came up, and I didn't know what to expect. All I did was watch videos from, you know, before that point, but, you know, when I got up here, I felt that spirit, felt that energy from everybody, and, you know, I just wanted to help in any way possible, and I found my place singing too. You know, I saw how singing can bring everybody together, and me and Natani were talking about it when I finally met up with him, and we talked about it, you know, that it was the very next day after that, and we were singing songs, and all those same people that were getting shot, beat, maced, all those things, those same people were getting out of jail and coming and dancing and smiling and laughing. And that's one of the things that I always, you know, express, is that our people can't be broken. And we never have been broken. We're still not broken. And right now I see a lot of rumors going around that people are leaving and this camp's done, and, you know, that spirit's gone. But there's no fear in this room at all. There's no fear at all. And when you get in here, you feel that spirit. You know, we're all here to the end. And, you know, I met a lot of these brothers here, you know, met them and made family here. And right now we're just here till the end, and you know, we shared the front lines together. You know, we prayed together, do all these things here. So right now, you know, I just wanted to, you know, stress that we're here to stay. And if you can come and you can, you know, take care of yourselves and handle working through these harsh conditions, then come. You know, because we could always use workers. You know, we could always use the help. You know, and just make sure you're ready. It's cold, but you know, it has to be done, and that's you know, the warriors need to come. Right here in this room, it's all warriors, and out there in camp, everywhere we go, I see warriors, and there's no fear in the camp at all. You know, so that's how we need to keep it, because those lights are still up. The other night we heard them machines going all night, and we all heard them. You know, that pipes, you know, those things are, everything's still there. That barricade, the cops, you know, so it's not over. And that's why we're all still here. So with that, you know, just thank you guys for watching, and you know, hope you guys get a lot of info out of this.
Hello, relatives. My name is Luico, and I just want to say to everybody that with everything going on in the media, we have no doubt in our minds that we're going to stop this pipeline and go on to every single instance, every other pipeline, and every other attack on Mother Earth, and we're going to stop them too. So it's up to you to jump in, join everybody in all these other states and everywhere around the world are stopping this progress. What these guys call progress, what Big Oil calls progress, and we're going to stop it. So join everybody, wherever you're at, find what's going on and tell everybody. Start telling people what's going on. Look it up. If there's somewhere in your state and you see Big Oil is making progress, then you should tell everybody, and we should all start looking at every instance an attack on Mother Earth.
Segos kanagoga ii tega jahazale ungwe kanano kabinoge akuzasne. I'm Corey Jocko, my English name. I go by JOC. I'm coming from Akwesasne. I'm a Mohawk warrior. I'm down here with my relatives, and as well I have my relatives back down here with two camps, the Haudenosaunee camp and the High Star camp, which consist of the Six Nations, and we have Mohawk, Cayuga, Oneida, Seneca, Onondaga, and we're all here in support of this movement. And as everybody was, you know, creating a lot of fear out there with the media and everything that was going on, the real people and the ones that were aware of what's really going on knew that they had to stay here. It was in their hearts, and they were just waiting for some significance like this, and it's here right now, and the unity's here, the power's here. And we just want to let everybody know that, you know, we're not stopping. They thought it was over, but in all reality, this is only the beginning. So keep showing your support, keep them prayers coming, and like they say, if you plan on coming, just be prepared for this weather, because it is harsh, but the prayers are here, the spirits are here, and we're here for you too, and be there for us. Yo, go, yo.
So my name is Lonnie Keepsville. I'm from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, and I just want to say that everyone that spoke kind of hit it on the knot, so I don't have to engage in any of that conversation. But logistically, we have the means to help and assist in any way that you need. So the invitation is still extended not only to Indigenous people, but to all people who have faced, you know, discrimination and segregation, and who stand for our, you know, our earth in this movement, and that you can come here and you have the resources to sustain yourself. And we do request that you would be able to handle the harsh winter, but it's not impossible at all. So everyone's here to assist you and help in any way that you would need, so that you can continue to be a part of this fight.
Washichu Chajeki Sage. I just wanted to greet everybody with a warm handshake, and I wanted to come at everybody in a humble way as a young Lakota woman, and basically ask that you hear our voice as young warriors, as a young generation coming up, because as a woman I am worried. I am worried for our future. I am worried for our children's future, for our future generations. When you think about what is happening to Mother Earth and how our rights as human beings are being violated, it makes you wonder what does that mean for our future generations? What does that mean for our unborn children? So that is why I said, what are we gonna do to put our minds together to build a better future for our children? So that is why I choose to stay here, and I choose to commit myself as much as I can, and I'm sure that's how my relatives are here too. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind, and keep the spirits up and the prayers coming, and I thank you guys, and thanks. That means.
Hello, relatives. My name's Kyron. I'm Dene Kashtume, and who said to the left? Yeah.
Squeezing the screen.
Yeah, I came here also not knowing what was, I didn't, you know what I mean? Life got here, you know what I mean? It's like it was meant to be. Never planned on this. Met a whole group of family, you know, we take care of each other. Yeah, it's really, yeah, be ready for the winter, and yeah. Everyone said everything. Oh hell yeah!
Right. One more. Hold up. Anyone wants one more?
Yeah.
Peace to all you watching, and I want to first just give thanks and a blessing to the family that we made here at this camp. Chase mentioned that this is a one nation camp, and it's true. It's a one nation of freedom.
One in, we don't in.
And true freedom, right? Because the black snake doesn't just represent the oil that goes through the pipelines, right? That black snake represents the unemployment of our people. It represents the unhoused that live in our reservations and in our streets in the urban cities. It represents the undereducation of our young kids that will never make it out of poverty. And so the black snake is going to be killed not just here at Standing Rock, but it's going to be killed in this country of oppression that we've been fighting for generations. But you have to understand it's going to be led by the seventh generation. They've shown the strength, they've shown the heart and the spirit, and they're here committed. I'm here committed. And you may ask, well, what is it like? Well, if you've never felt freedom before, then you need to come here. Because this is the moral compass of this nation. We are like, an elder told us, this is the bow and arrow that's directing this country towards justice. And this is the camp that's moving the arrow in that direction. But you have to believe it. And if you're watching and liking, we love you, and the support that's come in is unbelievable. We have warehouses full of supplies. We have money that bought a fleet of trucks to get those supplies to the camps. But what it shows is that this entire country and this world is watching.
That's right.
It's watching that we have allies, fist in the air, and say power to the people.
We'll be back.